Has a mind of its own.
Yeah. How's it going out there in Interweb's world? We got Dr. Bob today. I'm going to very nervously take off all the tape and take out the braces holding the ring and cross everything. Everything you can cross it. No, it's just the only thing I've really been doing is it's got some. I don't know if you can see that properly, but where I joined it there, it's I left it a little bit lumpy. Now I'm trying to just gingerly try and sand that back without re-breaking the. But then also I'm only going to go to a certain point too because I don't want to re-break it.
So what you've been up to today besides tinkering with that?
Oh, nothing. I haven't only just got out here about 20 minutes ago. I've been out and about, getting a few more things that we didn't get yesterday.
You drive a lot?
No, not really. Amber gets money Thursday once a fortnight, and I get money Friday once a fortnight, and so that's about the only time we really go out, unless we really have to.
Well, someday when you're out, I think it would be very interesting if you'd take yourself, if Amber went with you, hers, and get some video of what's it like where you are. I mean, we know what our communities are like, and they're and other people do.
To be honest, I try and do that, and I bloody forget every time. I get home and go, shit. How you going, Chris? Yeah, no, I will do that.
A tour of your town.
Yeah. Yep. That was a waste of painting because the paint's now peeling off. Paint's just coming off. I might just leave it like that then. Butter it.
Yeah.
I don't really want to tempt fate too much by. I was kind of hoping the paint would act like another layer, like a bit of glue, getting in between the nooks and crannies, but well. The painter's tape is ripping off the paint.
Ooh.
I thought that was the whole point. It wasn't meant to.
Well, the blue stuff is the painter's tape. At least here it is.
Yeah, that's what this stuff is. It was sold in the painting section anyway. So.
Oh, yeah. We get the blue tape, and it won't take paint off or stuff like that. Gives you a nice edge, but it does. It's not as sticky. I know. There's 3 or 4 types of tape I keep around in my shop.
Just ever so slightly getting an echo in the background from what we're saying. Just ever so slightly getting an echo in the background from what we're saying. Right there.
Oh, let me check my phone. I just fired it up to see the chat. That's odd. You can hear the echo through my mic, but I can't hear it through the headphone. It's quite a delay.
And I got speakers instead of headphones.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm game enough to spin the ring. But it's only got this one piece holding it on there now. Ooh. Ooh. Step away. There's a heavy-handed douche around. I yanked on it. It's like, yeah, wanker.
Yeah, hold the ring down while you do. But someone's going to end up breaking it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They need to make one on a make up a ball bearing race or something and have it running around on that, don't you?
well, end grain is not good for strength, especially when it's that small.
Yeah.
Maybe knowing you, when you tackle it again, make sure that it's bigger, the ring.
I've got got some pieces of wood outside that I'm saving for the other lathe.
Yeah, guarantee it.
Then I
like
don't have to cut them.
a half-inch ring, or a quarter-inch
Yeah.
ring in diameter.
The
end grain is going to be strong enough to hold it up.
Yeah, I can't get the tool ring in to cut around behind that far. I need a bigger circle on my tool ring, on my ring tool rather. Okay.
Well, the trick is you can do it with a wrench and sharpen them.
Oh no, it's not that. I need the one that I've got. It's about maybe a centimeter square. I need one that's like a bigger diameter circle.
But some people have used open end wrenches.
Oh yeah,
and you can sharpen them back, and
Yep.
that makes a good one. But
Yep.
and then you can have any size you want. Around
It-
here, it's cheap dollar store wrenches. They have
Can
to
you
be
reach?
cheap.
Can you reach through your phone and just give that ring a tap, please? I'm not game enough.
Not turning.
Yeah, you tell them, dog. Sick balls, Chopper.
What's the matter, Riley? There's somebody in the yard. Good watchdog.
Moves all right there. It's already moved away from the bowl there. Oh, hey, that moved. Yep, okay. All right, so I don't think it's actually stuck to the bowl as such. Oh. No, it's because there's an ever so slight ridge in the middle where I've concaved it. So it's just going to hit that and stop.
Well, you can see it's loose when you turn it. You can see it flop on this side.
Yeah, down here.
Yeah.
All right, so try and do my best now to peel the paint off and soak the crap out of it in super glue, I suppose.
So, what was your hobby as a teenager besides chasing girls?
Not much really. I don't know. I have to think about that one. Not honestly, the only thing I can come back with is pulling stuff apart, wrecking stuff. If there was
Seeing
ever
how seeing how things work.
yeah, and
I did
see
that.
if they can go back together with parts missing. No, no, I'd just wreck them. I wouldn't put them back together. No, not really a great deal, honestly. I just worked as a cleaner, really, if anything.
As a teenager?
I late teenage, yeah, but
No, I really got into, well, electronics and ham radio.
oh yeah,
My uncle was a broadcast type engineer and
yep.
a ham operator. He taught me Morse code, and I thought that was neat because a friend of mine down the street, about 5 houses, he learned it, and then we ran wires between our houses on the fence line, and we'd use Morse code back and forth.
Oh yeah.
I hate to admit it, but he'd ask questions and I would help him with his homework, but through Morse code.
Uh,
And then when we got older, we got away from the Morse code because that was too slow, and we ended up putting an intercom system between the two houses I built out of tubes. And we could lay in bed with headphones on at night and talk to each other, but we had to have the pillow over our heads so it didn't wake anybody up in the house.
oh yeah.
Teenagers, we do crazy things, don't we? When we're teenagers. Helped uncle do. He was an engineer at the local radio station when radio was doing live shows.
Oh yeah.
You know, nightly, not just music and singing, but like the Lone Ranger, or because that was one that they did out of the studios for a while. They'd transcribe it to a disc so they could send it to other smaller stations that weren't connected by telephone line for program content, and then they would take the transcription, and they were 14-inch records.
Hmm.
And that would play for 15 minutes or 12 and a half minutes per side, and that gave you time for the commercial. And the commercial was always in the middle because that's when you had to put another disc in the recorder for the second half of the show.
Yeah.
And they go in sleeves and get sent out with a whole box full of Monday night shows, and they would, but they didn't necessarily say Monday, but Monday shows, and then Tuesdays would go out to the smaller stations so they could play the big radio shows before TV.
Yep. What? I don't want to touch it, but I've got to take the paint off. It's going to touch it. It's like,
Can't you leave it on?
Well, I can't glue. Wherever I glue on the paint, it just reacts with it and peels off.
Oh, okay.
So I just figured it was just best to take the paint off and glue as much as I can.
No, I had to laugh. I saw some pictures today. A friend of mine that I knew as a kid, we hung out together, sent some old pictures back of me as a kid. He's cleaning up his scrapbook. It brought back a lot of memories of middle school.
Yeah.
and the shenanigans that we'd get into.
That's what I was about to say. Is it bringing back the rat bag in you?
It was a different time in the 50s.
Yeah. We could get away with putting a firecracker in someone's letterbox and didn't have the whole police department chasing you down.
Right. And we had, well, it was, of course, post World War II.
Yep.
So there was a lot of influence from older brothers and that were back from and cousins from the war.
Yep.
And they had a big influence on the teenagers because it was, you're 13, you should be able to do this. You're 14. Our enemy we were shooting, the Nazis, they were kids your age. We still killed
Yep.
them. But they still killed us too because they know how to fire a gun and
Yeah.
launch a rocket and throw grenades.
Yep.
I had my good friend's brother was they called it shell shock at the time. He had real problems uh, when he got back from World War II because he had killed a bunch of kids because they were shooting at his platoon and he had a high spot and they were kids the age of his little brother. That's how he looked at it. And he had to mow them down with a BAR, kill them all. After that, every time he saw a kid that age, he would go into shock because it really bothered him. But that's what Hitler at the end of the war was throwing at people.
It would be
She's studying resin, so it's like, ooh, next time I sell, I might ask her if she wants to buy my.
listening to you, listening to Amber, and it's like, yeah.
Sorry, but I paid.
Oh,
I made a nice profit off of it. That's all.
yes, okay. Say hello.
Hello, Dr. Bob.
How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Pretty good. Pretty good, giving the Undertaker a run for his money.
Yes. We all do that at one time in our life. I just sold some silicone molds. So it's not very exciting. I paid about $15 for them, and I never used them, and I sold them for $25. So,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
What were you going to use them for?
Resin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was hair clips and comb molds.
Okay.
Yeah. So that sold fairly easy, quick money.
Yeah. We've got a neighbor down the street that used to make silicone molds of stuff for people. And it was really interesting, but now she can't sell anything. Everyone's locked down. Oh, she does sell some online, but really weird ice cube trays type things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Baby shoes. That's what they look like, and they for baby shower. So the ice cubes, when you pop them out, they're baby shoes that they can put in the drinks. The stuff you can't buy at the corner store.
Yes.
Baby rattle ice cubes.
Yeah, I bought a few ice cube trays for molds. They're pretty good. But yeah, I'm not into resining. It's too
finicky.
It is too finicky. And then where we dry it here, it's too hot, so it dries too quick and splits.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't nice.
Hey, did you see that? You might have to go back
Yeah.
on the camera. Yeah, you seen that smoke?
Yeah,
The
I could see it against your shirt.
the super glue smoked
Yep,
when I was rubbing it across the wood.
yep, I've had that happen.
Can't say I've ever seen that before.
Hey, buddy.
The resident magpies.
Yeah, they sound so nice, but I bet you get tired of them.
No, not really.
Or you just don't hear them when you're, selective hearing.
Yeah, but I don't mind that. I don't mind them because there's a lot of birds that we don't like that come in the backyard that just make a god awful noise. At least these ones have a song.
Yeah.
And we just feed them oats.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
We want them to be natural, but we kind of are happy to keep them here at the same time. So we just give them a handful or two of oats every day and then let them go be birds.
Yeah. Where there's a handout, they'll be there.
Yep.
You doing any more wood burning or pyrography?
Oh, yeah. I'll be back in a sec. I'll show you some.
Okay.
No, he asked if you're doing more, not done more.
I've done more.
Here,
Yeah.
give her the camera. Watch out.
Yep.
Wow. A mean owl.
This is all with the pyro, that Robbo, the pyro kit Robbo lent me.
Uh-huh.
This is a big one. It's a
Wow.
couple of different.
Yeah, they're nice.
Oops, where are we going?
Uh-huh.
There's one more. Oopsie. Can't see it. Anyway, there's another flower on there.
Look at the screen, you whacker.
Oh, this one goes this way.
Uh-huh.
There's another owl. I practiced some leaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
You're
a bit
really
different.
good at it.
Hey, does this one look like an Easter egg or what?
Yeah, it does.
um,
The decorator like that.
Yeah.
ooh, it's got-
You ought to get him to turn you a big platter. Whoa, where you can pyro the platter when it's done.
yes.
Yeah, with the bigger lathe, definitely.
We've talked about that. Little home sweet home. So I have been busy, very quiet in the background. And one more.
In the background here, not upstairs on your phone.
Oh, wow. I like that. I'd buy that any day. He looks like he's just staring at you,
He does,
contemplating
yeah.
He was staring at you.
Well, he's staring, contemplating, should I eat him or is he a friend? Am I hungry enough or is he too tough?
Not food,
And
friends.
look, I always do.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, okay.
I do 2 to 4 in case I like it or they get sold. And then I've got more. But that's what I've done.
You guys can open a craft store.
Yeah, or just like a stall or something at a markets one day is kind of the plan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you decided on a logo for yourself other than your signature?
Me?
Yeah.
No, that's about it. I'm very original.
Very unoriginal.
I might change my colours so it's bright pink with black writing instead of black with pink writing. I don't know if you've seen my logo. It's just
So adventurous,
I know.
very adventurous. Hey, oh man,
But it's pretty and it's simple and it stands out, which is what I wanted. So,
Uh-huh.
and I don't just.
This fall, you'll have a lathe of your own, so you can have turning contests.
Well, I wanted to make little carrots for Easter, but it's a bit hard with one lathe, and then I couldn't be bothered when I did have a chance. So, next Easter.
Well, between the two of you, you're highly talented.
Like I said before, it's not talent, it's boredom.
No, boredom leads to suicide. Yeah, it is. You ought to check your text there.
Yeah, I can see that. Thanks, Bailey.
Yes, and I agree.
She's already walked off.
She's excellent work.
She's back again, but yeah, went inside for a sec.
What were you going to say? Something?
No,
Oh, hello, Bailey.
Chris.
Thank you very much, Chris. I have this in the works to be done.
I just turn the camera back around. Not on the piece.
It's not on the piece, Chill. Anyway, so that says it's got my niece's name, and then each letter I've written something. So auntie, daughter, niece, loved, and sister.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to give that to her for her birthday. She's only going to be 4, but I thought it's a little gift that she can have forever.
Yep. I got stuff like that I got as a kid. Not that big that I've been able to keep, but I've always got, a keepsake box that I've had from as a little kid with a few things every year in it.
Yep.
My military ribbons, that type thing. And my first house key at 12.
Oh, wow.
To me, that was a sign to move to manhood. I had a key to the house.
Yeah.
Can you put the camera outside? The birds are right there.
All right. I'll put the camera outside because the birds are reasonably close, right?
Oh, hang on. They're scaring themselves.
So Amber goes and scares them all away.
No, they're scared themselves.
All right. Put my finger over it so no one gets too dizzy.
See, that's our buddy. Hey, buddy.
Oh. Over on the chair over there.
Oh, there's one on the roof.
There's one on the roof, but I can't get to him with the cord, so.
That one there on the chair, he's only a baby. That'd be like his first year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They get the older they get, the whiter the beak gets.
They're noisy little suckers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but it's a noise I like, so I'm not that
Yes.
fussed. Can you hear it thudding on my roof?
We can have 8 of them in the backyard at once.
Look. Oh no.
Did he fly away?
He's a pigeon.
Oh.
That's it. Show's over, ladies and gentlemen. The big crocodile's left.
So winter's coming in, so they're not sticking around very much anymore.
Yeah.
I gotta go and let Riley out. He's whining at the door, and I know what that means. If I don't let him out, I'll have a mess to clean up.
Yep. Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to be like on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you...
We'll see.
No comment?
No, only Clydesdale one. Hey, boy, I can't break you. Baby, these can't stay in the shed.
Bit dusty.
Just a little.
This would be just as exciting as watching paint dry, I think. Peeling paint off. Train coming. You're out there?
Yeah.
I'm just going around and dabbing glue and letting it soak in, basically. Not in just no shape or anything, just trying to get. I'll just have a look at it. If I can see if it looks like a crack or a bit of end grain, then I'll try I'll cover it up as much as I can. In hindsight, it must have been a better idea to take the glue off, the paint off when it was off in my hand. But then I thought about it. Maybe if I break it more, then I'll most probably just would have thrown the ring. To be honest, so it's a bit tedious like this, but you know, shit happens. It's back on the bowl and. It's recorded on the live. Look, it's free on the bowl, so. If anyone else wants to try this, do it. Go on. I want to see it. Do a video. Do it now. A little butter. It ran on the paint. And it's going to bloody react with the paint now. Oh, hang on, Dr. Bob. There you go.
Sorry about that. Riley decided he'd like to chase the rabbits in the yard.
A bit of sport.
Yeah. And they're babies.
Yeah.
And it bugs him because we got a planter and they hide under it and he can't get to it. He just keeps running around and seeing if it's going to sneak out the other side.
Mm.
Must feel bad to be a big dog and then have a little thing like a baby rabbit beat you.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, Chris. Make one. Go on. But you got to do it on video, though, so we can see it, all right? Just in case you kill it. There's evidence.
Well, it's in YouTube search histories. No one's done it before.
Yeah.
Makes you the first.
Yeah. I like that because there ain't that many firsts in the woodworking game anymore.
No.
Now it'd be nice to see some of the more professional turners do one. To be honest,
I think the trick is going to be knowing the right wood to use, and that's a good question. I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah. It would look nice if we could get say a white piece of wood and a red piece of wood and glue them together and then make it from that.
Oh yeah, that would.
So then the bottom part of the bowl is white and then the ring's red or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how stable it would be cutting into right where the joint is, but
Well, a good joint is as strong, if not stronger, than the wood itself.
yeah. So anyone that watches this, come on.
A bowl with a captive ring.
Yeah. It's a little bit shabby at the moment, but I think I'm just going to keep applying super glue to it for the next couple of days.
Yeah, harden it.
Yeah.
Because someone's going to want to spin it, and that could be the downfall.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll write on the bowl, you spin it, you buy it.
Yes.
I'll start a competition. How many spins can you get before you break it? Write down the number and pay me $20.
So what you going to turn next?
I've got a lot of bowls that need the tenon taken off of them.
Oh, yeah.
So I might do a live of that. It's taken.
Well,
this bowl.
Something you haven't done, and that if you have a village store, that might be a good sales point.
Yep.
Would be a gavel. You turn the head and then the handle separate, and of course, you plug the handle into the head of the gavel.
Mm-hmm.
There, you got to make sure the handle and the joint is big enough to handle someone pounding on it, block of wood with it. So I know from experience, the first gavel I made, I decided to try it and it broke at the head. And I asked my grandfather why, and he says, "You didn't use your brains. Figure it out. What's the weakest point?" Okay. But sometimes, I think the human has to learn by making mistakes. You're not born with the knowledge of walking. You fall, you learn from crawling. Actually, you learn from rolling over and then sitting up by yourself or pulling yourself up and Next thing you know, you're walking holding on to furniture.
Yep.
And then someone comes along and tricks you into thinking that you're walking because they're holding on to you on the back of your shirt or something or blouse. And before you know it, they've got confidence they can do it, and they end up walking across the room and they realize they did it. And then you only have to do that once or twice, and they just take off going wherever they want.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
self confidence they have to learn.
Oh,
I know I've taught a lot of kids to walk.
end grain. Well, no, you could try end grain, I suppose, but I think it would maybe have more of a tendency of exploding on you. The grain goes across this way or that way on this one. So, and it's pretty much where it's cracked a lot. End grain.
That's the problem. You have end grain and side grain, and it cracks at the end grain because that's the smallest and most fragile part.
That's the only thing about too. End grain one might be alright. You could try it, Chris. Honestly, give it a go, but I don't know. I just think it would maybe be a bit more brittle. It might not be. I could be wrong. I was going to try like maybe a piece of walnut or something like that next time. What's that like? Is that a harder wood, do you think?
Yeah, I've never tried that, what you got, but walnut can be pretty hard.
Yeah. I was just thinking of something that doesn't like this stuff. It's like you do one cut on it and you're releasing all the tension that it's got. So you come out every day and it's got fresh cracks, just because it can.
Well, it was green wood too, wasn't it?
No. It's just red gum burl. Red gum's bad for that.
It absorbs the moisture and dries out erratically.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't matter where it is. It can be in a hot environment and it cracks, or it can be in a cold environment and do the exact same thing.
Just an ornery piece of wood.
Yeah, it's just like the piece that I did the pyro on the outside of the bowl. That's still cracking. It's got new cracks on it from when it was made. It's one of those things. I really think most of the pieces made with that wood should just be resin, coated in resin, so it kind of stops them from shifting. So I was going to recoat it in a color, but you know what? Stuff it. It's a captured ring. It can stay that color.
Yeah.
I'm not game enough other than putting super glue on it to really go touching it too much. And maybe getting rid of the rest of the gold paint that's on there. But.
Yeah, because that if you put it up for display, people are going to want to touch it and spin it.
Yeah. I'll put it in a glass cabinet.
You spelled her name wrong. You missed an M. I've just done all of that and realised she's missing a letter.
So, Chris, what are you going to turn next? Have you thought of it?
Oh God. Ugh.
Don't you love it when you get 3/4 of the way through a project and realise realise something's not right? I drew Amber out a grid the other day on some ply, and so it could have writing in each square, and yeah, I wrote down the each letter in the squares, and she's written it down wrong on the piece of paper. So I've just followed the piece of paper, and she's got 3/4 of the way through burning it, and then realised that there's a letter missing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I gave her an idea. Just cut all the letters out individually, little squares, and then glue them onto something else, or onto another bit of ply that's got felt on it or something.
Give it a raised, like
Make it
a domino or a checker.
Yeah, it's meant to be like Scrabble kind of thing. So yeah, just do something like that. Make it a bit more fun for the kid
Yes.
than a plain bit of ply.
That way you can make the board and then the pieces to go on it. And you get more money.
Yeah, and she's got some nice felt, so you can have that as a bit of a background. And anyway.
Yes.
So when are you doing a demo for the club?
I think it's September. They got me booked for.
Are you gonna be previewing some tools?
Oh, well, I'll use them. I'm waiting on the rest of the tips, the carbides to go on it.
You gonna
They just supply two, a square and a round. And
you gonna do a product review?
yeah. Well, Ron did that for me. Well, he was a beta tester on the big system I had, so he went around doing that trade shows and different clubs and stuff. And so did I. Spent a year doing that.
Yep.
But people aren't doing hollowing. I hear that they were saying that their hollow roller sales are down from normal because people just aren't doing it. And I think the big problem is you usually copy what you see.
Yes.
And you buy tools that you see. And it's no difference than on cable TV here for some of the cable channels that simply sell anything. You've got to demonstrate what it is you're selling and get them hooked into buying it. Tell them why they have to have it and show them how to use it.
Yeah.
Because it can be too intimidating. So, and then you got the geeks that see it and say, oh, I like that. I'll figure it out myself. But they didn't know it existed.
Yes. Bailey, I will find out for you in a second when I find my ruler. But I think it would be about 7 inches. Maybe 7.5, because I'm fairly sure my lathe can only do 8 inches, and this board wouldn't be able to fit there otherwise. So. Yeah, it's just under 7 3/4 inches. It is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you like the skew now. Good work.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see. You know, throw a link up to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you've got moderator rights, Bailey. You can put in a link to your channel if you like. You can put a link into all your socials if you like.
Yeah, because this Carter system, it's well, they're selling it, and Ron Campbell designed it. So,
did you see the comment that Chris put up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I'd like to see it. 3H steel.
Hey, little bugger's getting close now.
Yeah, getting the nerve up.
Just here near the fan.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, there's two of them. You can see them there.
Uh-huh.
Amber is about 3 feet away from me, like just there away from me. So they get closer. We try and put the food closer to us every day, you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
How you going, Sid? They ran away. Sid came in and they ran away.
Oh, that means something. Listen to the enemies. Listen to the enemies.
Look out, you're in trouble now, Dr. Bob.
How you going, Dr. Bob?
Oh, howdy.
How you going?
Not bad. So it's stuck?
Yeah.
Cool.
It stuck together and didn't stick to the bowl, and now I'm just, you see this snail trail of glue there?
Yeah.
Just slowly but surely running around and just looking at it in the bright light to see kind of where the porous parts are and soaking them, and like any more cracks or hairline cracks or anything like that. So
Just trying to stabilise it as much as you can.
yeah, I'm not painting it or anything anymore. It can stay.
Yeah.
Stay.
You don't want it to stick, the ring to stick to the ball.
No, well, that's what I thought was going to happen already, but there was some really minute bits attached to the side, and I managed to unstick them with a blade. So that was
And without breaking the ring, that's well done.
yeah. Well, it was just enough for me to skim down the side with the thin part of the blade. Still doing paperwork.
No. Been out and about. Just come in to have lunch. I'm eating my lunch at the moment.
Yep.
Went down the local Chinese and got some chicken and cashew.
All right, that's it. Get out.
It's good too.
Oi. So our little excursion in August.
Yep.
I went and had a look, and I don't get the money until the end of August, like the last day of August, basically.
That's all right. I can work with you pretty well on that. It might. Just depends on what my work schedule is to sort of.
Yeah.
If we do it like a long weekend, like a Friday, Monday, and take a couple of days off like that to do it.
Yep.
So
Yep,
we'll make it work, mate.
I'm easy.
I've heard that.
Oh man.
See, your reputation gets around.
I told everyone to keep it private. Chinese whispers, man.
At least start charging.
Hello, Amber.
I said,
She says at least start charging.
A gigolo.
Yeah, that's it. Jiggle no. So, Sid, need to find a piece of wood that's going to be stable enough for yourself to turn a captured ring on a bowl now.
Yeah.
You have to.
You're setting the bar.
Yeah. Bar, black sheep. Have you any wool? That one?
Yeah, bar. That's the one.
Yeah. I've got another idea that I'm pretty sure no one else has tried. I can privately tell you what that is, and you can try that one if you want.
Is it legal?
Probably not.
I mean, you could be telling me to do anything privately, Dr. Bob. You wouldn't know, would you?
Yeah. Just to see if you're stupid. I mean, that you would do it.
Yeah. You got it right the first time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Chris, that's nice looking. You hit my heart when how you made your handle. I try to always include some of the character of the wood in whatever I turn or make.
Because it's just going to be the jig.
It's in the private chat. Don't verbalize it. What do you think? Plausible?
Yeah, I'm just going to put a little clarifying comment in there.
Yeah. What does it say? You're effing crazy, bro.
No. No. Just making sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
All right, hang on. That's what she was doing before, Dr. Bob,
Oh, hang on.
and she just
Wrong way.
missed out that one letter. But then I suggested to cut it all out, so then she just made another letter down.
So it all needs to be tidied up now, but yep. That's the start of it anyway.
Make a nice puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sid?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. You could try that if you want.
Is that a design that I sent
It'd be
you?
easier than that, I reckon. I'm not saying it'd be easy, but I reckon it'd be easier than what you've done there.
Yes, I think it would
Because
be.
all the orientation would be right.
Yeah. Well, as Robbo says, I learned to run before I could crawl. So.
Well, you don't try, you don't learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the nature of a human species. We can read about it until you do it. You really can't say you know anything about it to speak of. Though that can be contradicted because we read about history, we write about history, and we keep making the same screw ups since Roman days over and over and over again.
Yep. Hey, Dr. Bob.
Yo.
There's a comment on the YouTube chat, and it's Bailey's skew post on Facebook.
Oh, I've already been there and commented.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that's
I'll
fantastic. Yeah, that is fantastic.
That was another thing she did as well.
Ah, that I like.
That's with those the 3D paints that the gold. Well, it's from the same set, the gold that I used.
Yeah, I got some of the Josanya paints that everyone keeps bragging about. Got a starter set here a month or two ago. And I wanted to use it on the candles and a couple other things to see just as an accent that when you know, since the body of the candles aren't smooth, intentionally they're left to be touched and felt like because it was a branch on a tree. So I wanted to use a Josanya in some of the seams and cracks in it and some of the where twigs and branches broke off and use it as a shadow figure so it would fade out.
Yep.
It hasn't
That's
worked
nice
too
work,
well.
Chris.
Then I figured out what I was doing wrong.
I can you put the link in the private chat for me, Sid? Because I can't get it. All I can do is show it on the screen. Sorry, Dr. Bob.
I was saying, I found that to use a Josanya, I need a white background.
Yeah. Did you get a whole range of colors, or did you just pick out certain colors?
I think I got this $15 or whatever starter pack. They're made here, so there was a big deal on them some time ago where I bought a pack.
Yep.
I think I got four colors.
Oh, come on.
Because I wanted a violet and a blue and a gold and a light pink because those can be used as shadows and highlights on wood. Because you see that in wood. You don't see the gold, but the other colors you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't work. Doesn't work. It's just some old branches.
My computer is freaking out.
What have you done to it?
Because I don't turn it off at night. I just close the doors in the shed and walk out. I think it wants to do a restart. I don't care for it.
Fair enough.
Because it's just an update, you know. And what does updates do? Stuff your bloody system up even more. Red bud, what's that?
There you go.
Yeah. Watch this freak my computer out. Oh yeah, nice. Nice and chunky. Just needs a pair of eyes on that thing, and it's got the mouth and the ears. Sorry. On the handle. On the handle of your skew there, Chris.
I like it. I think
Yeah.
it shows the character of the tree.
Oh, I wasn't dissing it.
People want to turn all that off, and no.
Right, don't need none of that nonsense now, do we? All right. Well, I might knock it on the head soon, I reckon.
Yeah, you've been on an hour and a quarter.
Yeah. All right, there you go. There you go, everyone in the interwebs. Look, it's not stuck to the bowl, and it freely spins. And I'm not touching it ever again. All right. If you didn't see that,
Bad luck.
rewind it and go back and look at it.
Yeah. First one on the internet. I haven't seen anyone else do a captive ring on a bowl.
Ooh. I popped the internet's cherry.
Yeah, first. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night here, so finish up the cleanup. Everyone's done eating. They're all in bed, so
Yep.
I know I can put dinner away and load the dishwasher and jump in the shower and relax and then hit the sack myself.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, enjoy it. Thank you for having me. We'll see you later, Chris, and you need to make a tool set like that.
Yeah.
But, now I found your YouTube channel. I got it marked so I won't miss anything that you do.
Yep.
So take care. Get my work done so I can get in bed. Riley is already in the middle of my bed, staring, waiting for me to come in. I don't know. He's a bed hog, and he's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, the more you let him, the more you let them, the more they'll take.
Oh yeah.
I've
I
got
don't
a
know
cat
if
that won't
it's
let me sit in the
insecurity
chair.
or what, but it's like he's protecting me. He'll hear a sound or a noise, and I use the Alexa in my bedroom for some of the old time radio shows because I love listening to them. Bring back a lot of fond memories. And there's apps, or whatever they call it, set up where you can do it and play back some of the stuff from the 40s and 50s, and it's really spooky and makes me feel ancient when I can lay back and remember the show that I'm listening to when it came out originally in the 50s. Because they give at least two of the shows, the program that they have will give you the actual broadcast date, and I'll think, I was 7 when that was broadcast. One of them providers actually takes and that's all they play are programs that were aired on the same date that it is today, but pick a year, like 49, or that aired on such and such a time on 49, and following it was the Amos and Andy show, and then following that, and the person who assembled these are fantastic because they tell about what they started, and then they even play some of the old commercials that they get. So it's really nice, like listening the way it was when I was a kid. And there's a couple that this guy communicated with has dug up that were done in Detroit at the Wixie Studios when I was like 12 years old and helping my grandfather at the station.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Because he would get involved in the electronics. Because that's what he did, and my uncle. So,
So, Jay, without me Googling, which flying fox is your name?
Grey-headed one.
Okay. I knew Pteropus was flying fox, but I didn't know what the...
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd trick everyone with the title today. Most people, anyway.
So I would have had to Google it to find out what the full name was.
I put the full name. See, Facebook requires a description where YouTube doesn't, and
Okay.
I always, if I put a title in and no one knows or it's confusing, I'll always put the meaning in the Facebook description, so that the actual description for Facebook live will actually be the name of the live on the AU page.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's pretty sharp of you.
So
Next
there's
thing
a.
you know, you'll be doing classes.
But already, what are you on about?
Yeah, I actually only when you put the message through, it comes through on my phone, and I open up Facebook for the messenger to get the link to the StreamYard
Oh yeah.
on the computer, and then I just shut it down again. I only have StreamYard and or YouTube running.
Yep. Yeah, because I think YouTube you can actually go into your settings and set the description to be the same all the time, so you don't have to keep typing it or whatever. So.
Okay,
But Facebook's a bit.
that'd be boring though.
Yeah, it is. Dr. Bob's gone. See you later.
Okay, off you go. Yeah.
All right, I'm ending. See you later, guys. In the
No,
background, tree people. Bye.
See you, mate.